Always need
Welcome home,
patching up.
Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once.
Well, I'll bet all of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you're...
Thank you.
Ah, the conquering hero.
I may have...
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident the scent.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen... The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash. Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? The mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And the Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has Indeed he is. Which, well, not quite all. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally consider it the price of today's
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am.
I suppose we are.
Here for another of my lectures. Of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you. It's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head. I'm the other way.
Black,
What is it?
I wanted to tell you.
This is it then. Under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Back, are ya?
Never drinking.
Ah!
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kuka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to you. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your thing.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. I need to know what he is.
Alas, no. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact.
But I saw him.
Alas, it seems you, to others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection. But until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this...
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she?
No.
Ah, but you ain't told. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited.
Very well.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Sorry, too busy. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this...
Only the fastest Me and my dad designed it together, where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than... Which is where... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little bit. The stack's a bit more involved, so I'm built... Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold... I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done.
Is that...
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot... The helm over the top, that disperses all that... And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up...
Full? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs. Show these to Black...
I can't make it.
Luckily...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some breeze to the...
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's for me.
This is my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Go on, then.
She said you...
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, and I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit...
And,
Take a look at it. It's this plating. The usual sword grades, that means an alloy. Something that won't, which is where you lot come in. I need material. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only... As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, one of us should probably give you an hand collecting this.
And the other can go and get the...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get it... You going after the stuff? Which one of these...
Gav.
All right. So...
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes...
Southern Reach. I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest.
You to it.
Fleece me.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep...
Better late. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dallamil, but if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get back.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough.
Ah, that might even be... Here... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk.
It does.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working...
No.
Honest. Those shoulders of yours start hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day.
Says the man who spends most of his time...
Only 'cause you keep sending me.
I know I can count.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you... And I'll keep... safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough. We'd better get this lot...
You go on ahead.
Oh, after Black...
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough.
We should go out on maneuvers together, or beat sneaking around.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plate. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let me...
Suppose we'd better be getting back.
Give us a shout if you need...
just started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Black...
Excellent.
So,
The helm for this.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but
I'm sorry.
just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the... Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient. In other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to... Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thin. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect... Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize.
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there right away.
What about the curse? Can't you use a crystal instead?
I'll be fine.
Come on. Yeah!
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I...
Sid!
You shouldn't have any...
Indeed. Well, don't let...
All right.
Your work is done, Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border post.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And...
Right. The plating's enough to stop the engines going, which is what a prism... I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. I need something light. But I've wrapped...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would...
Tomes. I've got all the... Can you take this too?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greetings to the...
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Hippocrates.
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's for Mid. Could you take a look at it? She has some specific requirements for them, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the... As you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made a home here.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their...
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection. I shall speak. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall the knowledge of the past.
Thank you, Hop. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hat?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well,
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable. So, Clive, who will accompany...
Very well. So then,
I have taken the liberty of...
white chocobo eggs. Pep, are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would...
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were halved. Now, of course, they can be obtained.
Is that so?
I will.
You two enjoy.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the glass gate flooded.
And what can I do for you? And a fine, fine day to you.
Nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes that?
I'm sure everything we need is some... Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. Good day.
All anyone ever wants anymore is water, great. How am I supposed
How
to
the
make
hell is anyone...
What do you want? Go on. Take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find it?
I did.
Garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to some... But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good just being here. Do you remember walking down Market?
How could I forget? Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we?
Was there anything you wanted to buy?
There was, yeah. Molly in the kitchens told me about a plate. Thought you might like to share one.
I would.
And big white cobs like the baker. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried to... It's just... Clive. Is it wrong of me to...
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when we can live on our own terms.
Thank you. Well, I need to give these ingredients. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Ugh, I'm never drinking it.
How's work on the...
Well, then I was just explaining to Taya, and now that we have...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a...
What about the
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be ready.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill.
Of course. Oh, and thank you.
It appears our work here... A shame. Now, when both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will be followed by a... perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you, but you'll be pleased to know that work...
You found something?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance. He's supervising the construction.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out how to the black...
You know, when I thought I'd be making swords and shields.
Displacement stack.
Same different. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as... Let's take this Mid. You get all the parts line.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished. It's...
Thank fuck for that.
Thank you. That's one down.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, in a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on it, and I'll do everything I can.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your... Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about...
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of
you.
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? He said it was something.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
How may I help you today, client? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Wish I could take one of our birds for a ride.
You will.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Trouble with the ledgers. Hopefully it's nothing.